From now on, we will study about the search of the interrogative. The first interrogative is an interrogative pronoun. A speaker applies the interrogative pronoun to identify a subject or an object with an indicative word defined by a linguistic group. The speaker to start the interrogative clause applies the interrogative pronoun on the premise that the number of the unrevealed subject or the object is singular. However, the interrogative pronoun to indicate an unrevealed subject or object is able to be revealed to indicate a subject or an object whose number is more than one, because we admit that the indicative pronoun is applied in an inquisitive situation. Because the speaker does not know about the subject or object, the proposed subject or object can be more than two. The first interrogative pronoun is the interrogative pronoun who. The speaker applies the interrogative pronoun who to indicate a subject or an object that is identified as a person. The application of the interrogative pronoun who is on the first premise that the subject or object is a person. There are three examples. Who is this? Who sends you a message? Who do you have lunch with? As the interrogative pronoun is an indicative word, each example deals with the interrogative pronoun who with a different role in each sentence. In this clause, the subject of this clause is indicated by the indicative pronoun this, because we change the arrangement of the be verb and the subject when the be verb is applied in the declarative statement. So we can understand that this indicative word, this, is applied as a subject in this clause, and the be verb describes the existence of the subject at first, and as this is the interrogative clause, we can understand that the speaker intends to know about whether the subject exists or not. And the speaker who clarifies that the subject is a person can apply the interrogative pronoun who. So the speaker can know more about the subject on the premise that the subject is a person. So we can understand that the interrogative pronoun who is applied as a subjective complement in the first example. In this second example, the interrogative pronoun who is applied as a subject who starts and gives the definition of the transitive verb sense to the object you. And we can understand that this sentence is stated into the first type of clause because there is a direct object and the indirect object. In the third example, the interrogative pronoun who is applied as the object of the preposition with. So in this clause, the interrogative pronoun is applied as the subjective complement. In this sentence, the interrogative pronoun who is applied as the subject, and in the third example, the interrogative pronoun is applied as the object especially for the preposition with. Let's start to study from the first example. Who is this? The indicative pronoun this described by the be verb is indicate the subject of the clause. The speaker applies the interrogative pronoun who as a subjective complement of the be verb to define the subject on a premise. Because be verb describes the existence of the subject, the speaker can inquire about an indicative word to define the subject of this clause. That can be the reason why the speaker applies the interrogative pronoun who. The premise is the fact that the speaker already identified the subject this to indicate a person. The interrogative pronoun who reveals the subject is identified as a person, and the speaker intends the person to be defined by another indication. This clause is stated in the second type of clause because the clause is constituted by the subjective complement who, the intransitive verb is, and the subject is. As we have studied the 5 types of clauses. As a tool to analyze a sentence, we can analyze this clause as well. There is a conference. This is your friend. The subject indicated by the interrogative pronoun who in the interrogative clause is defined with the person that another noun friend indicates. This can be one of the responses from the example first. Who is this? There is and in the first conference, we can understand that this indicative word, the phrase of the general noun your friend, corresponds to the interrogative pronoun who in the first example. Who is this? The second conference is this. Is this? We can understand that this interrogative clause is in the prior step before we apply the interrogative pronoun who. As the definition of the be verb describes the existence of the subject, primarily we can understand that the speaker intends to know whether the subject exists or not. This clause, which the be verb describes the existence of the subject, conveys the basic and essential intention of the speaker without the interrogative pronoun who to define the subject as a subjective complement. So this clause is stated in the first type of clause. Thank you for watching.